All right, Gasser is missing the power plant.
Oh, I didn't even see you standing there.
Shines like a new penny. That's the saying.
Ladies and gentlemen, you just witnessed history.
How about that?
We are mad thrash. Less than a week away. We got to get both these cars to Roadkill Nights. Roadkill Nights presented by Dodge. Is that what it is?
Presented by
Dodge? Motor Trend? Powered by Dodge. So we get these vehicles done for that, but during this mad thrash, we also managed to get the Gasser together. We got the Gasser together for a very important reason. It's got some upgrades to it, and later in the video, you're gonna find out the very important reason why we had to get the Gasser back together. EJ, does the Gasser still do burnouts? Gasser still does burnout. So we did that. We did a burnout test with it. It will be faster than it was before. I mean, picked up roughly 150 horsepower by estimate with just the ISKI cam change. The other is Death Week. Death Week was questionable in the last video. Now it's a go. So we did finally get the tracks to come around. So we are on track for Death Week. So go fill out the expression of interest. It's going to go on sale soon because it's happening in just a few months. So we are limited to 125 entries. That's the cap, and that's how we were able to make the rules and everything work and accommodations work with the track. So 125 entries for it. We are starting in Phoenix at the racetrack in Phoenix. It used to be called something. I don't know what the new name is. They just announced it, but that deal just got announced. So we couldn't make announcements until that deal was done. That deal is now done. So we are driving from Phoenix to San Diego to Barona Dragway. In San Diego, we are racing there, and we're driving up the coast, and we're going to Bakersfield. We're going from Bakersfield, California to Vegas. We're not going to race in Vegas, but we're going to be there during the NHRA event. And then we're doing Grand Canyon, and I guess I didn't even talk about the sites, but the most epic journey that has ever happened, but it's freaking 2,000-mile journey. So 125 cars, that's it. There's no classes, all 8th mile racing, and just going to be a great time. So fill out the expression of interest because 125 entries. Like, this is just an epic road trip that we're only doing once, then it's done. So it's happening this year, then that's it. We're on to something different next year. So thanks for watching, guys, and be sure to watch to the end so you know what prize you can win. I'll just say there's a prize. So there you go. Thanks for watching. All right, so Six Summer was a success. EJ and Sam made it the whole week with it. Minor issues. What was the issue? Mostly it was the fan. It was a fan fuse that we had the issue with. Yep. And just had to size that differently. The one thing it had with it is had to do valve lash. Sam did the valve lash a couple times. So as far as the drag and drive part, well, I guess to go back even further, a week before Six Summer, this was a bracket car. Hadn't gone down the strip. The ad said, do not drive it. It cannot be driven long distances. So we accepted that challenge. Got it ready in a week with EJ, with the EJ and Aiden and Bob. Nope, not Aiden. Aiden was working on his car, trying to get his car ready, him and Joey.
Sack.
But Sack was here, getting this thing turned around. And who's the guy from Steering Company?
Yeah.
What's his name?
Did it.
I did it. Yeah. Well, what's Jeff? There you go. Jeff from I Did It came help with some steering stuff as far as the turn signals, get that crap working. But got everything working. The only thing out of it at the end of Six Summer was that you need a valve lash, and basically being the type car that it is, I'm like, talked to Nolan at Iski, and he said, you know what, I got the perfect hydraulic camshaft. You can just convert it over to a hydraulic. No more valve lash with it. It'll be even more streetable. Now, granted, almost all my cars need valve lashes, so like I'm used to that part of it. But to take it to a more stable platform, they sent us a cam, springs, lifters, and dropped it off at Steve. EJ got it out of there. EJ and Aiden got it out of there. EJ dropped it at Steve. Steve just swapped it over for us, and then we did dyno hits with it. EJ went over for the dyno stuff with it, and
Hello friends, I am back on the road in the van. Today we are heading to Steve's shop to drop off. The Gasser motor is going to be getting a little refresh as well as some upgrades. Steve, I got some more work for you.
You even left the throttle linkage on it for me.
Yep.
So you're gonna have to come back, and what I'll do is when I point at you, that means you pull the throttle wide open, and then when I point at you again, it means you let the throttle go. So
Okay.
you're gonna have to help me run this on the dyno.
All right, we can do that.
All right, cool.
All right, I'm at Steve's shop. We have the small block out of the Gasser on the dyno. Our best guess is that this thing was probably making 400 horsepower, but we are gonna find out.
All right, so anything else you want to do?
Anything else you want? I don't know.
All right, so
I don't think so.
yeah,
589?
yeah,
Pretty good.
that's pretty good.
Pretty good. We were kind of guessing around 400.
No, it's really hard to make an engine make 400 horsepower nowadays. just good stuff. Good. I mean, it has good heads on it. It's got some compression ratio. That would be it's almost 11 to 1. So it has compression ratio. It's got a nice little rotating assembly. Good hydraulic roller cam. Good stuff on it. Like I said, the heads are good. Good carburetor. Good intake manifold. It's good general stuff. You know, I mean, and that's pretty much where they're gonna be. In that 550 to 600 horsepower area nowadays is pretty common. Stuff's just gotten better, you know. So, anyways, that's all I got.
Cool.
So, yeah.
Thanks for teaching me the ropes.
Yeah.
And hey, I got a question. You ever let Tom run the dyno before?
No. All right, I'm Steve Morris.
All right, final numbers. We got 589. And Steve is pretty happy with how everything was looking, so we're gonna load her up and take her back to the shop now.
on the dyno, believe that the cam change and everything added roughly, we don't know the horsepower before, but added somewhere between 100, 150. And amazingly, this little small block Chevy, hydraulic, like very maintenance-free setup, dynoed at what?
It was about 600, wasn't it?
So
590.
you were there.
I know, that was a couple weeks ago.
Like 589 horsepower,
Yeah.
I believe it did. So almost 600, which is amazing. I mean, it is just a stroke 350, so 350, 400 crank, so it's a 383. Rouser transmission, I mean, just perfect, good setup. So EJ just got done getting all of this stuff back together.
Task at hand is putting the newly refreshed small block that I picked up from Steve's the other day back into the Gasser to get it running and driving again. Fitting this, gotta get the motor mounts to line up, but the trans is connected.
And it's finally, with everything else going on, it's finally ready for startup. It's kind of been on the back burner here because we have all kinds of projects going on. So, but did get it ready. So we're going to actually fire it up today and put this thing, make it streetable again. Or now it's streetable because we're going to just run it over to M1 and get it over there. So, EJ, you want to fire it up? Is it going to start?
I sure hope so.
So let's see if it fires up. Did you hook everything up?
Yep.
Hey, it doesn't need its little valve flash sticker anymore. It's got its little sticker right here that says valve lash hot. So get that there, B. No longer needs that because it should fire up. Like that, she's a runner. She's definitely a little more low-key than she was before. That's all that power contains, so hopefully it's still drivable. So it has almost no gas in it, so we just gotta take it to the gas station and fill it up, but there you go. It's back a runner and better than before. So
ain't got no gas in it.
So how was the first drive in the new car?
It was good. It felt strange to be back in it after like over a month. But it felt like we were reunited again.
Reunited like in the slowest drive ever. I had to turn my hazards on following you. Like money. Look at that. See the beading going on there? That is 6-bit in action. We're not sure how many coats that Sam, the Shine Man, put on there, but however many coats that is, that's just the right amount for some great beading. All that stuff beads right off. It's been sitting in the shop for a month with cutting and grinding and dirt and shines like a new penny. That's the saying.
There you go.
That's what it is. That old penny stuff, I don't know where that came from. It's all new pennies.
Little lens clean.
Alright, so how was the drive over to M1 with its freshly rebuilt power plant?
It felt good. She was driving like a champ.
Could you feel the extra horsepower?
Oh yeah. Big time.
As you put it over here. Okay, brought it over here. Gonna put it away right now while we're trying to get the other stuff done. But at the same point, it's like it was a proof of concept that we did what we wanted to do with the car. And now we're on to the next step, which is for Roadkill Nights, and we're building that AFX car. So this is at roughly 600 horsepower. We know that the AFX car is going to be closer to 1,000 horsepower. So question's going to be like, we turn this into an awesome drag and drive car. It's got let's just say 150 horsepower more than it had when EJ took it. And what was you were basically running 1/8 mile, but you did run the quarter as well. Mm-hmm. So I mean, what was your best 8th time and quarter time?
8th was 7:71 and quarter was 12:28.
Okay, so let's just say 12:28 quarters. So like now we got another 150 horsepower with it. So just based on that, I mean, let's say that it's a solid 11-second car. I mean, maybe it's a 10-second car. I don't know. But like 600 horsepower, now we're progressing to the next build that has close to 1,000 horsepower that we'll have in the red eye. So we don't really have a purpose for this. So I guess let's do a giveaway. Let's roll a giveaway that, hey, any merch you purchase, magazine subscriptions, all that stuff, read the details on the website, but you know what? We're gonna give it away. So from now until, I don't know when the contest ends, that's probably showing on the bottom of the screen right now. But merch and magazine subscriptions get you entries. Current subscribers, you always get entries if you're an active subscriber to the magazine. So details are all on the website, but we're gonna give this thing away in September. So, well, we're gonna, yeah, there you go. How's that work? You can get entries for it right now, and then we'll draw the winner in September. So there you go. Go buy some merch, go buy some stuff, get entries, and you could have this historic car that EJ and Sam drove on 6 Summer, the Sick the Magazine 2-door wagon. So it's all yours. Win it.